Good evening, my name is Debbie. I'm a Live for Love TV subscriber on YouTube. It's a very informative channel, so when you have a spare moment, please like, share and subscribe. Live for Love TV. Thank you.
Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the 20th day of the 9th month of the 23rd year inside the 21st century. I hope everyone's doing extremely well out there. I noticed, I showed you a little bit of bush there to show you that I'm deep in the bush today, deep in the bush. So hopefully we won't get too much distractions, yeah? I've got to do a video about a man by the name of Mr. Russell Brand. Russell Brand. Now, he's the biggest person right now on YouTube in the media because of the accusations that are coming against him. So if you haven't heard of Russell Brand, I'm not going to say where have you been, but I'm going to simply say maybe you need to go into another video or go and look and see who he is. Now, I'm not about kicking a person when they're down. I really don't believe in that. So why am I talking about Russell Brand? Well, the only reason I've got any interest in talking about Russell Brand is because I've had many people throughout the last few years who have sent me Russell Brand clips of stuff that he's saying and things that he's talking about on YouTube, and he's got a massive amount of viewers. He has something like millions, maybe 5 or more million viewers. So because people who I know are in my feed used to send me his stuff, I need to address him right now. And what I have to say about Mr. Russell Brand is, and to those people who have sent me his feed, I've never ever been able to sit and watch anything that anybody has sent me. If I watch it for a minute and a half, that's about as much of this man as I can take. At least maybe that's a minute too long, actually, to be quite honest with you. So when people were sending me stuff, I didn't know why were they sending me this man's stuff. I don't know what he sounds like a rock star that can't play music. He's got a weird behavior, weird talking. There's nothing. I don't know if it's my environment I come from or just the way he comes across. There's nothing that could draw me to a person like Russell Brand. So all the accusations that are going against him now, the sexual accusations against him, I'm none the wiser about any of them. But what I will say is, there's a lot of strange people on YouTube that watch it, not alone on it, but are watching it. Because this man, as far as I'm concerned, is the height of weird. He's a weirdo, absolute weirdo. I don't care what anyone says to me. That's my personal opinion. He's a weirdo. And his ego is bigger by tenfold than even the man they call Donald Trump. And I don't care what anyone says. Just go and watch his videos now. Probably now you can hear how weird and how egotistical he is, because you're not, idolizing him, and you now maybe have a little, doubt over whether he's as great as he portrays himself to be, with all these fancy words that he puts in all over the place. And you listen to the words and you think to yourself, who's he actually talking to? He's just purely trying to impress, constantly trying to impress. So when I hear all these females coming out and they were impressed by him, I'm hearing that he was claiming in his book to have slept with 80 women a month and all that kind of stuff. I believe it. I believe it. I don't say he raped any of them. I don't know I've got no information on him, but I believe it. I believe, because there's so many weirdos out here. There's so many weirdos, and people like him, they have this charismatic weirdo at behavior that seems to take a lot of people with them, that they just don't, people just get caught up with his words, caught up with his style and the way he comes across. And then all of a sudden, all this comes out and people start saying, yeah, is it true? Oh, I don't know what to believe. And then as time goes on and more people come forward, they start thinking, yeah, he is a bit strange, isn't he? He is a bit. And I'm thinking, and you couldn't tell that he was a bit strange from day one. There was a guy before him, they used to call, in the UK, people remember him, a guy called Michael Barrymore. Just the same behavior. Strange, weird, jumping around all over the place, saying silly things, just foolishness, pure absolute foolishness. And he was brought down the same way with the sex thing. And the thing was, I thought that his behavior was advertising himself, that he's weird and wanted to come out and tell people things about himself. Maybe that he was, homosexual when he was pretending to be, when he was married. It was so obvious that this guy was what we call weird, as in queer weird. Yeah. And now this guy is the same type of thing. He may be a so-called, i.e. in quotes, a ladies' man, but he's not the kind of ladies man that you used to get on the old days at film stars. He's a rock star's ladies man. He's a freak. You'd expect to go into his bedroom, or see in his bedroom. He's got about 27 women in there. God knows what what he would be doing in there. But that's the kind of rock star behavior he has. And even when he's talking and he's sitting around a table and he's coming up with subjects and talking about this person in America, that person in America, clinging off of other people's fame and talking about this and the politics, and we should all be socially connected and all. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. It just sounds like all in a bed together, his arguments. That's all, like, just all get to bed a little bit like how John Lennon was near the end of his lifespan. When it's like, let's just all get into bed and, peace and love and all that kind of stuff. This is the kind of man that Russell Brand appeared to be. So as I said, when they're coming out with all these women accusing him of stuff, well, whether it's true or not, we may never know. But I'm saying this to my people, to my listeners. When somebody appears to be weird and acts weird and does everything that's weird, believe it, they're weird. And there's something they're hiding, or something they're trying, I wouldn't even say hiding, something they're actually trying to tell you, but they're not able to come out and tell you. Yeah, he's come out with a book. I've never read his book. I've heard a few lines of some of the things he said in his book. And that in itself should have made people look at him and think, God, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near this guy. This guy looks like he sounds like a walking disease. It's absolute walking disease. And the fact that he's got all this, I don't know if it's educational books, reading, or information. As I said on my last video, he's got too much information. He's exactly what I meant about noise on the internet. He's got so much information that even if he speaks for 5 minutes, he can use 5,000 words in 5 minutes. And how many of those words are you supposed to remember? How can anybody remember that many words when somebody's speaking to them? All of our attention spans are limited, but this is how he spoke. And I couldn't understand why people would send me his stuff. I don't know how I come across. But hopefully they've taken him down from YouTube, or they've demonetized him. So now there's nothing at the moment for anybody to send me. So thank God for that, if nothing else. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Live for Love TV.